Slayer. For Holbrook's sake, I hope Air is right about you. Those Order representatives refuse to cooperate. Until someone takes charge, nothing will get done. It has to be someone they respect, someone unaffiliated. Air, will you step forward?
I have rarely said no to you, Scarty, or your father, but this time I must.
You are the only one who can aid us. The Wolfborn can't appear to take a side.
No, it's time for a new legend to arise in Holbrook. The Slayer can take up this challenge.
What's going on? What was that all about?
Scarty, son of Newt Whitebear and head of the Wolfborn, brings word of trouble in Holbrook.
I don't understand. Did I hear you refuse to help?
My time as a hero has come and gone. You're the hero that Holbrook needs now. I will follow and advise you, of course, but this is your time and your challenge. Come, Scarty's waiting in Holbrook and he needs help. He's meeting with some dignitaries who are very important, but hard to manage.
Dredge? Attacking soldiers on the road?
Those are the rumors, yes. Ah, here comes the Slayer.
Maybe now we'll get some results. Vigil doesn't stand by when it's attacked.
You know, I haven't really decided which one I wanted to do.
At the Priory, we collect information before we act. Otherwise, we're just flailing in shadows.
And while you two are flailing and collecting, the Order of Whispers will be solving the problem.
Welcome, Slayer. I'd like you to meet representatives from the Vigil, the Durman Priory, and the Order of Whispers. They need your help.
I'm honored. I'll do what I can, but first I need to know more. What's the situation?
Dredge activity's rising sharply up north. We've been finding dead bodies with horrific and inexplicable wounds.
All three orders have an interest, so we need to combine our efforts. But we can't agree on a course of action. I'll let them elaborate.
Welcome, Slayer. I'm Ifwin from the Order of Whispers. We specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. We found the bodies, we reported the strange wounds, and we heard rumors of a dredge attack on Scholar's Cleft, a priory facility in that region.
That complex is not well defended. Allow me to introduce myself. Scholar Prot of the Durman Priory. Scholar's Cleft is a place of learning. We're studying the Elder Dragons there, and that research is too important to fall into Dredge hands.
The Vigil has other priorities. I'm Crusader Thurkill. Marauding Dredge are the problem? I say, no Dredge, no problem. Those tunneling devils cost me a squad. I'll punish them for that, so they can't do more harm. Ever.
So we have two objectives, two plans, but only one Slayer. That leaves the question, who gets your help? The Dredge threat needs to be identified and contained. How will you begin? By protecting Scholar's Cleft, or avenging the fallen Vigil squad?
Okay, I know I have two other Norn characters. I should have checked to see what they are, but I'm pretty sure they're Shadows and Vigil. So I guess we're going to have this one go with the Priory.
Some Slayer you are. Who chooses sentry duty over taking the fight to the enemy?
Someone thinking about the future. Your comrades are gone, but Scholar's Cleft can still be saved. I approve of the Slayer's approach. This is bigger than frisky Dredge and lost patrols.
Maybe. But we have to start somewhere, and the Dredge started this when they attacked the Vigil.
Glad to have you with us, Slayer. Scholar's Cleft is abuzz with rumors of an impending Dredge attack. When I left, some of the faculty were convinced the attack was imminent. Studying dragons for so long makes one eager to confront a more manageable foe. If you don't mind, let's hurry before full-on panic sets in.
I don't mind at all. If trouble's coming to Scholar's Cleft, I want to be there to meet it.
Thank the six gods. You arrived just in time. The Dredge have gone crazy.
We're here to help. Do you have any idea what those brutes wanted?
They were after a very specific book on ancient architecture. Their leader, Vyacheslav, fled with it just a moment ago.
A book on architecture? Can Dredge even read?
I don't know. I told them where it was, and they left me alive. My poor colleagues.
If the Dredge got what they wanted, I doubt they'll be back. Tend to the wounded, Scholar. The Slayer and I will deal with the Dredge. I need to report this to my superiors at the Priory, Slayer. I'll meet you back in Holbreck when I'm finished, and then we'll speak to the others.
I tell you, the Dredge are testing this new weapon on Vigil soldiers. It has to be destroyed now!
It might be better to steal the weapon, learn its secrets, develop a defense. If it's especially lethal, we might even want to turn it against the dragons themselves.
An intriguing notion, Agent. But I agree. The weapon deserves a closer look.
Okay, so the quest says report my findings to Air, but he has the star.
I do most of mine.
The rumors were true. Dredge did attack Scholar's Cleft. They killed a lot of people and stole an ancient tome.
They were led by a Dredge named Vyacheslav. On his orders, they murdered my colleagues for a book about architecture.
Why? What was in the book that would be worth killing and dying for?
Does it matter? I'm here to report that the Vigil just lost another squad to this mystery weapon. The Dredge and their new toy must be stopped.
I think we all agree on that. But the Priory isn't going to charge in without more information.
Then stand aside. We know they're keeping the weapon somewhere near Mullenhide. We'll fight our way in and destroy it.
Or we could sneak in and steal it. By the time the Dredge build another one, we'll have a response prepared.
As long as we do something now to prevent more loss of life. What say you, Slayer? Steal the weapon or destroy it?
Aw, no dialogue or anything?
Hello. Okay, Slayer. You're good at what you do, but now we see if you're good at what I do. The Order of Whispers doesn't shrink from violence, but we try to keep it to the necessary minimum. And in our line of work, it's often necessary. The Dredge have sealed themselves inside that mine. We need to get in, take what we need, and get out. I propose we borrow a pair of their mining suits. They'll assume we're one of them and let us in. After that, we have to improvise.
Sneak in and keep a low profile until violence is necessary. I can handle that. Should we mine some ore first to help sell the disguise?
Now you're thinking like one of us. I predict a bright future for you in our order. If you can mine as well as a Dredge, that is. We'll have you fighting dragons in no time. That's in our charter, you know. But until then, let's put on a show and dig our way into that mine.
Okay, get a mining suit. I'm not quite sure how a pair of Norn are going to fit inside of a mining suit made for Dredge, but whatever.
Drill the rocks, and the Dredge will come pick up the ore. There we go. One open door. Now to get what we came for.
And none of them heard that Norn human? I think she's Norn, right? Search for the weapon.
Nothing of interest. Let's keep looking. Check the other crates. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Oh, we know it's going to be the one all the way in the back.
Remember when I said we would improvise? Now's the time. We don't need a whole prototype. The components in this box will tell us all we need to know.
And look around. Some of these parts are far too big for the weapon I saw. The Dredge must be planning to build an even larger version.
With a weapon that size, they could shoot through a small mountain, or a large building.
A building makes more sense. The Dredge stole a book about ancient architecture from the Priory. They must be preparing to take out a large structure.
Well spotted. This weaponsmith Vyacheslav sounds madder all the time, even for a Dredge. Let's take what we've learned back to the others and figure out where the Dredge will strike. Bail out, Slayer. There's something wrong with your suit. It's smoking.
Oh, there we go.
Good agents know when they've overstayed their welcome. We need to go. Now.
What happened back there? The mining suit was working perfectly and then it completely broke down.
Hard to say. Between your size and unfamiliarity with the controls, I expect you taxed its systems past the breaking point. Hardly your fault, of course. Dredge machinery is powerful, but it's not as reliable as the Chars or as flexible as the Asuras.
Vyacheslav's machinery seems reliable enough, especially since he keeps upgrading it. We need to identify his target before he perfects his weapon.
Agreed. I'll meet you back in Holbrecht and we'll confer with the others. Maybe they can help us determine which huge building is in danger. Nice work, by the way. I renew my offer. When you're ready to join the fight against the dragons, the Order of Whispers would be glad to have you.